Scree.
Up YouTube, it's your boy. No.
It's your boy, Dark Story 23, back for another D&D game on Roll20.
Oh shoot, I gotta open that up.
Oh, you guys don't even know. I went to E3 the first year it was public recently, and I think it was 2017. And that's what we kept seeing that everywhere, like people doing the "What up YouTube, it's your boy," and so we would just crash people's intros with like "What up YouTube, it's your boy," and "What up rest of YouTube, it's your other boys." Just like such assholes.
All right. Well, if we're all ready, let's not waste any time. Let's get on with the show. So last time, you guys finally got back together after some things had happened with Urog and Urzia and your good friend Zormran. And you guys spent the day doing some shopping, doing some training with your new masters from the Guardians of the Sun, as well as some blacksmithing. Ultimately, you guys discovered some strange vampiric kobolds, as well as more hearsay of a witch in the wilds. Dura and Evangeline had the unfortunate coincidence of running into the town square right as they were doing an execution. The man had supposedly trespassed on the governor's land, and he was executed post haste. After a long night of mock battles and training, you guys left the forest and made your way back home. It was a simple trek back home. No surprises, that was until you made it to the front doorstep. And before the first window, right next to the door, is the decapitated body of a black-scaled dragonborn. His form is lithe and thin, almost malnourished.
Well.
Casual sleep.
Awesome.
Well, he lost his head.
Wait, are we there too?
All of you are together right now.
Okie dokie. Noted.
Is it like this place right here?
Yeah, it's the circled house.
Just want to make sure.
That is technically your home.
Yeah. Can I inspect this individual? See if
Yes.
I recognize them or.
Go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Yeah. First roll of the night. Such diarrhea.
So, kind of going through his shirt, and evaluating if there's anything on him, he's pretty much just your average looking dragonborn, aside from the fact he's incredibly thin, which is you can see at a glance, and he is decapitated. With the investigation roll you made, there wasn't really anything else that stood out to you.
Imagining I just go like this. Yeah, he's dead. With that roll.
What else is around in the surroundings?
You go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay.
Somebody else besides me, please.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna actually roll because that's
The
smart.
only reason I am having you guys do that is because your passive investigation scores are not all that great.
Yeah, my passive investigation is absolute trash. So,
Mine's 11.
give me 1 second.
Take your time.
Okay.
Been looking forward to this all week.
Me too.
14.
14, okay. So, Leo, as you're kind of going around the scene and trying to take in what you can, you notice something.
Hmm.
Not only is the body still warm to the touch, but there's a set of footprints about 5 feet away from the body that kind of trail off towards the mountainside before you before vanishing.
Okay. It's still warm though, right?
The body is still warm. This happened quite recently.
Okay, so he, even though the thing might have moved on, he's going to motion to everyone, just putting a finger pursed between his lips, and then also motioning to follow, and then he just kind of follows the footsteps up to where it goes, and then kind of looking around to maybe see if he could. Oh, you know what? Sorry, he's gonna kick some snow around.
Okay. You do. You kick some snow around, and although in the past this has worked very well for you, this time there's nothing there.
Hmm. Okay. He's gonna investigate the rest of the area because he wasn't able to find it the first way that he did the others before.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody else would like to do?
I'm gonna question why Andy's kicking at the snow.
I was
You
gonna
mad?
say that. Like, what are you doing?
Are you asking out that out loud?
Yes.
Yeah.
Trying to
Last
figure out
time,
what happened.
last time I encountered these vampires, they were able to go invisible. I was able to kick some snow onto one of the vampires and be able to kill it that way. But I guess he's not around here anymore. But you can see as the footprint trail leads up to here and stops.
By the way, Leo, if I did not make this clear, but the footprints are actually, um, like humanoid and shoed.
Oh, that is very different from what I envisioned. Okay. Um, well,
Yeah, I realized I made a mistake there, not giving you that detail.
um, that said, uh, that still doesn't change his statement.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you had it.
Mhm.
Um, okay. Uzula, she kind of comes up and kind of motions to you all. I mean, um, we should probably get rid of the body, right?
Can I do it?
I was thinking we could just feed it to the lizards.
Can I do it?
And what are you gonna do with it, Eva?
I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Okay. Go. I say go for it.
Is everyone okay with this? Because you guys got mad at me last time with the goblin.
Wait, what,
Go for it. I'm not mad.
what exactly are you doing?
You won't tell us.
I'll
Well,
take that as a yes.
roll the dice. See what happens.
And roll what?
The
Exactly.
metaphorical dice.
This is you guys deciding whether or not you want Eva to handle the body, uh, getting rid of the body.
I mean,
Again, I say have fun.
I'm kind of curious to
I
say the least.
honestly don't think it's a good idea. Not necessarily. No, not necessarily you handling the body, but we shouldn't move the body at all. And kind of
I can keep it
disturbs,
here.
and it kind of disturbs the crime scene, doesn't it?
I mean, if they don't ever find the body, there's no crime scene. They'll never know.
Like, if
I'm
anyone knew this guy.
I'm
I
gonna
was
put my
just worried
hand.
that they would blame us for it.
By disposing of the body ourselves, we essentially admit to the crime too.
Yeah, that's trying to. That's not good.
What should we do then?
We should try to investigate the area and then report it. It's probably the best call.
If we maybe need to tell somebody, and then follow these tracks.
Keep in mind, it is 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Some night shift guards.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant for
He's
you guys. You guys are exhausted.
Ah, fuck.
Eh.
Oh, right.
Um,
Well, I I think Pansy's just gonna investigate for a little bit, and then
Okay.
he'll tell the rest of it, like, I think we should turn in, and then try to deal with this in the morning. There's no point in doing it this late at night, and we can barely see the details itself because even during dark vision, with dark vision, we only see black and white details. We don't necessarily see color. So
I'm just blind.
But I want to mess with it.
Yeah, I say we should probably turn in
Evangeline,
now.
stay away from the body. Away.
Fine.
No touching.
Hi, Cranky.
Okay. So, do you guys go inside?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Okay.
investigating the area, so might as well.
So you guys get ready to. After a little bit of investigating the area, you guys go inside, and Uzla kind of ties the lizards to a post at the side of the house, far enough away from the dead body to hope that they don't go after it in the night. Zormran, you notice, is already powered off for the night. And next to him is a somewhat Zormran-sized hole in the wall.
Oh.
Oh.
It
Ignore
leads
the
into
ghost to my room.
it leads into the room with the master bed.
Okay. I'm going to go it through that hole, I guess, to see what's on the other side and what caused this to happen.
There's nothing on the other side other than the room. A little bit of debris from the wood that he maybe walked through, broke through,
He's gonna
Didn't
something.
know how to use the
he's
door.
gonna investigate why that happened in the first place.
Are you gonna try to wake Zorman up, or are you just gonna look around?
He's gonna go just look around because it's probably not a good idea to wake Zorman up. You'll ask him
Roll
in the morning.
investigation for me.
17.
So as you look around, it's odd, to say the least. There isn't any other part of the home that looks as if it's been tossed or broken.
Mm-hmm.
Just this singular hole.
Okay.
You guys end up going to sleep for the morning.
Okay. I mean,
Mm.
there's nothing else that he was able to determine just by looking
No.
around the room. So it's a waste of his time. He's gonna go to sleep and then he'll ask Zormram in the morning.
Yep. So, Dura,
Yes.
as you drift off to sleep, you come to a strange feeling as you drift off. A feeling of excitement, and strange enough, you can smell lavender and honey. And you know that this is a dream. You're completely aware that you're still asleep. But suddenly, you're standing in the middle of a massive audience hall. at the top of a large golden palace. The room around you is ornately decorated, and sitting atop a alabaster throne is Vlad. I
Like,
have pondered your request, and I know of a gamble I'm interested in taking.
wow, that was quick. Um,
For
but now I
you,
think I'm
it
ready.
was quick. For me, it felt as if it was an eternity.
Huh.
I have needs, unfortunately, that I don't believe can be met. Something has come to my attention that requires surgical precision. I think you can do that for me, but I also think it might be difficult enough to warrant a gamble. No need to tell me what you want, I already know. In return, should you fail what I am about to tell you, simply stated, I will be forced to take the one in question to the Golden Palace.
Oh,
For now, know that the task is not as simple as it sounds, but is somewhat simple. Images begin to flood your mind. Images of strange masks and a history you know nothing about. As you sleep tonight, the task will be deciphered in your mind, and as you awake, you will know what you must do. Do you accept?
oh man. I really gotta make sure I do this. Yeah, I accept.
I'm so glad you said that. Now, enjoy your mortal sleep. Suddenly, you're pulled back through whatever magic this was into your own body and back into your dream state. The rest of the night goes uninterrupted for you. Urog, as you dream, you're plagued with nightmares. Nightmares of an old friend and a promise. Nightmares of not being able to feel as if you can go on. But as it fills you, a warmth begins to resonate through your body, and your dreams go from nightmares and back into peaceful eggs. The rest of you have an uninterrupted night's sleep, and as you wake up, you can feel the morning air begin to flow through your bones.
Um, I feel like I feel like Pansy's normal routine would be a little bit hindered in this moment. In this moment, he normally would be doing his general prayer, and then also doing food, probably setting up for breakfast. But at this point in time, since there's a lot of unanswered questions, he's going to probably wait till Zormram's awake to ask him questions. So he's just going to probably sit in the room where Zormram is somewhere.
Okay. Zormran is awake. You're not sure how long he's been awake, but he seems to be working at something. There's a small metal tablet before him, and he's beginning to etch several things into it.
Um, so what's up with that in the wall over there?
That is a hole.
And what was the purpose of that hole?
It was an accident.
Because?
Query. You know of anger.
Yes, that is something I'm very attuned with.
Anger was the cause.
Why were you angry?
That I cannot tell you.
Why
I
can't
do not have emotions. It was scary.
Okay, let me rephrase that question. What were you angry at? So
Death.
not death. Okay. Death of what?
That is a complicated question.
Try to simplify.
It is complicated because I cannot give you the answer.
Okay. So death of something not specific? I mean, death is a very specific thing that is brought upon an individual or a circumstance. So
I do not wish to continue speaking of this, if that is all right with you.
because it'll make you angry.
I do not know. Should we test it to find out?
Hmm.
Oh no.
You, from judging from the way he said it, um, he wasn't threatening you. He was curious of your intentions here.
Anger is something that I am very finely attuned to. Anger is something that Urag, probably who's awake in the other room, is also in tuned to. We believe in.
Urag is why I cannot speak of this.
Oh. That that is a more unique problem. I will not pursue any further, but I do believe that channeling your anger into something more productive is something that is very useful, a useful knowledge to know. And so, if you are experiencing emotion, even though you don't have emotion, it might be a good idea to start channeling it early before it becomes a problem.
I am afraid that this problem will not have a solution. I must finish what I have started before it is too late.
I have more questions than I do have answers to right now, but I will
You
just
notice
put.
him get up, and he picks up the tablet he was working on, and he stows it kind of in his stomach, I guess,
Okay.
for lack of a better word, his hatch. Um, it seems he's done with this conversation. And as he walks over to Urag, come, we have much to do.
I but we have to kind of figure out about like a murder situation happening like right
Do you not trust your allies to figure this out?
now.
Pansy's gonna go make breakfast. He's kind of sighs and then just walks away.
Eventually was already at the body missing with it, so she did that when she woke up.
They can probably handle it. Yeah. Okay.
So, just for convenience and time, go ahead and make me a performance check and a dexterity check. Urag.
Uh,
Pretty good. Not so great. So, you two spend about 2 hours this morning working on the same thing you worked on yesterday, which is the foundations of forging. Specifically, the foundations of magically forging, using your divine intention and intermixing it with your creations. And today, you felt a lot more confident. And ultimately, when it finally came down to it, you just weren't as fast, and you weren't as heavy when you needed to be, and you weren't as light when you needed to be. But as you finish your creation, your second talisman of the forge, it's looking better, if only slightly, but it's looking better. And as Zormran looks down to you, you have accomplished excellent work today. You are not a prodigy, but you excel quickly.
Try hard.
You notice a certain quietness about Zormran today, a certain focus, singularly on training you.
Hey, Zorman, you everything okay? You seem kind of, I don't know. We usually talk about birds at some point during the day. You just been quiet. What's going on?
I have learned something regrettable. I have also learned something that is quite amazing. It is uncomfortable coming to terms with a Best Buy date. I am beginning to malfunction. I am beginning to feel emotions. To my people, it means we have reached our zenith, and we are soon to die.
No, no, you're the undying.
Unfortunately, the magic that sustained me no longer exists. The magic that once made me immortal has been drained by the Earth Mother's grasp. I am mortal and very old. But I will not die until we have finished. I will make you stronger and better than I could have ever been. My only worry is that if I rush, will you be prepared for the final step?
Oh, I don't want to lose you, but I will do you proud.
Do not worry about making anyone proud. Focus on only making yourself proud. For it is you who creates these things. Your confidence is much a mirror upon them as the hammer itself. That you have mastered yet, and soon the body will follow.
Like, a bow.
In the
Uh,
time coming, I will spend much time inactive, conserving myself for when I may teach you. I apologize that I will not be there to protect you should something go wrong.
okay, you've done more than enough. More than what we could have asked.
know that it was not an easy decision to tell you, but I fear that you must know the stakes should you succeed. With that, you and Zormran spend a little bit of time in silence before returning. As he goes inside,
I'd give him a big bear hug, like awkwardly.
he awkwardly tries to mimic you, assuming it is a custom of your sorts. But as Zormran goes back inside, and you are all reunited for the morning, let's investigate a body, I guess.
Hey,
He's going to. Pansy's going to drag Zormram along as well, because Zormram is very in terms of utility, very useful in random bits of knowledge. So.
So you're having him help you investigate the body.
Yeah.
If you try and bring him along, I'm gonna intercede.
I just
Okay.
want to mention, I'm still, since morning, been just over the body poking at it with waffles. I was doing that already.
Love it.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll just tell Pansy like Zormran needs to rest. It's complicated.
Okay. Felt like he would be useful in this instance, though.
I know, but we survived without him before. We'll be okay.
Okay. So he's going to go without him.
Okay. So are you guys starting just by investigating the body now that it's day? Or are you going to go grab a guard?
Yeah. That's the first thing that should happen there.
I'll stay here.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with Eva. One to keep just keep an eye on her, but also just let's not touch the body.
Can I keep poking at it with the stick?
Oh my god, no! That's tampering with the evidence. We don't need you thrown in jail, especially with the guy that wants to buy you.
Okay, my answer still stands. Somebody was should have taken it.
What was that?
Nothing.
Alrighty.
So, Urog and Pansy, as you guys go out into the town, you do come upon a guard. He's actually in front of the blacksmith's house right now. He seems to be harassing the blacksmith.
Hey.
So he. Oh, okay. Well, that happened. I I was gonna hold Urag back and kind of watch the scenario kind of unfold first before intervening.
You do hear, just as you guys are turning the corner and walking on your way, you do hear the guard say, "That hellspawn isn't your son. Leave it alone. Send it back to the forest where it belongs."
And then he's gonna intercede.
The guard looks over to you guys. "This ain't none of your business, outsiders."
Regardless if this is our business or not, I have something to report. I have to report a murder.
The blacksmith kind of looks at you, Urog, and gives a nod before kind of going back into his home and closing his door tightly. The guard looks over and, I'll deal with this later. What do you have to report?
A murder. Dead
A
body.
murder. Who'd you kill?
Wasn't me.
Well, take me to the body.
Why would? Okay. And he just.
We'd be pretty bad murderers if we just came up and told you we murdered somebody. That's
He's going. He's going to lead him back, and then kind of, as they are walking towards the direction, he's going to kind of report the findings that they've investigated around the area. So he's not withholding information, basically.
So let me get this straight. You came upon a decapitated body right in front of your home, the home our governor so graciously gave you, and it just happened to be here. You
Well,
got this trail of steps that just mysteriously ends. This is
I don't.
very suspicious.
I don't know what else to tell you. None of us have that boot size either. He just looks at his own feet.
Sure. You're not out of suspicion yet, but we'll do some investigating. I'll have someone over later to take the body. For now, stay out of it.
Noted.
can I insight check him?
Go ahead.
He seems sketchy as hell.
He's a cop. They all do.
Damn it!
He seems to be, from what you can tell, like, it seems pretty straight and narrow.
I'm
Just
going.
might be a racist.
Um,
Too real 2020, man.
I'm gonna withhold my insight check because that's basically what I was gonna ask if he was a racist or not. He's being racist or not.
He might be, is what I said.
I don't know. We've already done plenty for your town already. We caught a vampire and we killed one. We're still investigating that scenario because there's 2 more out there that we know of. It's not like we're here to make you
You
give you
caught
guys
a
problems.
vampire.
Yeah, I killed one.
All right. Thank you for your civilian duty. Duly noted. I will let the chief know.
There are 2 more. I've been trying to investigate where I could possibly be able to find them, but it seems that they can go invisible. So I just letting you know.
Look. I appreciate your concern, citizen. But the preservers have this undercover. We are in the process of sussing out the lair. We believe it to be in the mountains somewhere. We're pretty close. Don't do any more investigating.
That seems counterproductive to what the mayor told me to do. They gave us the job to do investigating of this
Let me
scenario.
know if the mayor tells you to investigate the vampires.
He did, which is why I'm doing
Oh,
so.
do you have the paperwork to back that up?
You shows paperwork.
Oh,
Oh.
well,
Hey, was this argument really necessary?
seems to be all in order. He hands it back to you. I'm
We're all back together.
trying to keep you safe out there. It's dangerous in the
Yeah,
snow.
I was cracking my knuckles
I
very loudly.
we already took care of one of them. I think we can take care of ourselves.
All right.
I
Well,
did that by myself, by the way, not with these guys. If I
you
had
are
these
so,
guys,
if you are so intent on investigating things, we've been getting a lot of complaints.
okay.
People are scared. Families have been recovering their lost loved ones. Now, the scaled preservers have been asked to wait and listen. We have. We don't have the go ahead yet, but I believe that it is our solemn duty to dispatch this hellspawn that is bringing its dark, vile magic to our home.
Okay.
There's a witch north of here, near the coast. She lives in a shack. People silly and stupid enough to go up there. We don't die from the frostbite on the way. Some of them ask for her services and bring their dark, tainted souls back to the city. Should you find any information about this, if you would pass it on to the scaled preservers, we would be most thankful. In fact, since you all seem like you're so keen on finding your sword's blood, if you dispatched this wench, this hag, we would be much, much more grateful.
Okay, noted. We already have quite a bit on our plate. That stuff that we've been investigating already. So I'll see what can
Yeah.
be done within that time frame.
You mentioned Hellspawn. Why were you at the blacksmith's?
Because the blacksmith has been taken under her charm. His son passed away in the mines about a month ago. He asked her to bring him back. Surely she did. We don't trust the magic. We know they're corrupt, and we know they're probably spies for the hag.
Have you seen the sun recently? Is there any evidence that they exist?
The blacksmith keeps the boy inside, but we've seen him. We've seen him plenty.
Noted.
Several other families have similar parasites parading as their children or their wives or their husbands. It is becoming unbearable. We believe we may have to purge the city soon.
It's ominous. Okay.
Like, look at Pansy and be like,
Well, your paperwork states that you are nearly a right hand of the mayor. Nothing is above board here.
I will take a look into it, and we will see what can be done. He's going to
May the mayor protect you.
he's going to bow like he did the first time. He's reproducing what he saw when the guard the sorry what the other guards did to each other when they were leaving or greeting. I think it
Roll
was a
me an
bow.
insight check as you do that.
Insight. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, ba, da. That was a natural 19. That's 21.
20. Okay. So, as you bow to him, he responds with a fist to his chest,
Mhm.
and you notice that there's a certain amount of frustration at seeing you do their sort of bow. But it's brief. And as he loses a bit of his composure, he turns around and begins to go
Okay.
back to his patrols.
Noted. Inside my mind, I made a check mark. Do that more. Because it
I'll be right
pisses
back.
people off. Do that more.
I have to refill my water real quick.
Got you.
I don't like that dude.
Nah,
don't-
he's a dick.
I don't think any of us do. I don't like that dude either. I don't think I like any of the guards here. The fact that
I've had
they nonchalantly say, we're thinking about purging this town.
What the fuck?
That's not.
Uh,
That's not something that goes without speculation. Like we have to do something about that if they were going to just kill everyone.
Hmm.
I don't like I can't mess with the body.
Alrighty, and we're back. The guard has just left. He told you guys that he would have someone come and collect the body. What would you guys like to do now?
He didn't say anything about where up in the mountains the individual the quote unquote vampires were. Um,
No. He didn't seem very sure of it himself.
I would like some confirmation on something. Were we told to come back? And this has nothing to do with any of the tasks that we were given. Just a task that we put on ourselves. Were we asked to come back to the Sun Wardens at any point in time? Because we went to go do our little training montage and we never came back to it.
You have a feeling that they'll probably come find you
Noted.
when they're ready.
Okay. Um, in that case, uh. I think it would be wise to maybe look into this quote unquote witch situation because it's causing more of a stir than anything else.
Well, I think we should first at least kind of try and put a pace down on this corpse. I'm sure we're missing something.
Okay. Well, we'll give it another shot. But after that, we should probably move on. I don't think there's anything to be found.
I mean, it's clearly a threat, so
Mm-hmm.
we'd. Hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just grunting because I do that.
So, Evangeline,
Yes.
since you spent the majority of the morning with the body,
Yes.
you've become keenly aware of something strange.
Good.
There
That's
are
fine.
signs of tearing in the skin all around this creature's body, as if they were stretch marks, as if the skin was forced to enlarge and reduce at a moment's notice. As thin and malnourished as this thing is, you don't think that it could have survived this kind of strange occurrence. Whatever this thing is, it does not seem natural.
Okay. I'm actually gonna keep that to myself for the time being.
Okay.
So I guess we're investigating one more time now that it's daylight and we're able to see more.
Okay. Whoever would like to investigate, go ahead and roll me investigation checks.
I should not.
If you have anything you specifically would like to investigate, please make that clear.
Investigate. Like if there's any other wounds on the body that might tell me what could have attacked him.
Okay.
Um, Pansy is
She-
more interested in looking around and seeing if he could find the source of where the quote unquote suspect left to, and if they've left any evidence behind on what else happened with this scenario rather than the body itself.
Okay.
Oh no, dear us.
Evangeline, what is it you wanted to investigate?
Uh, this is just a general investigation. I didn't have anything specific, to be honest.
So for you, as you go over this body now more carefully, and you kind of actually remove some of its clothes to get a better look underneath, and you discover a strange tattoo that has either been cut or branded on. You're not sure. The scars are strange and they're not clear as to what did this. But its back has a 5-headed dragon scarred into it.
Okay.
I got a 15, by the way.
15. So Leo, as you kind of go over the footprints again and you carefully inspect with the newfound light of the sun, you realize that the footprints not only started at its end point, but they're doubled over, as in whatever made these footprints seems to have suddenly appeared in the snow, walked over, did its business, and then walked away in the same footprints and disappeared right where it began.
Weird. I don't have any training in arcane, so I have no idea about that. And there's no evidence of anything else.
Nope.
Okay, I guess that's a wash there. Well,
Urag?
My investigation is shit, but I'll try and roll.
What is it you'd like to investigate?
Honestly, I'm just gonna climb the house and look around at shit.
Okay.
See if,
Go ahead and
like-
make me a first go ahead and make me an athletics check to see if you can climb up the wall of the house.
Oh. Can we climb the wall?
Nat 20.
That's what
You don't even
it's
climb.
like.
You just jump.
Can I climb the wall? Nat 20. Can I investigate? 10.
You literally pull at one ledge and you just rocket yourself up to the roof.
Fuck yeah, anime style.
And with the investigation you got,
Pointless.
you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. In fact, the only thing that kind of piques your attention is the fact that there is a large flock of white feathered bird that seems to be flying towards the north. But that's probably just migrating birds.
Okay. I look down and I'll shake my head. Alright. Well, shit. And I'll look for soft patch of snow. Try and hop down on it.
Hop down on it. All right. You hop down on it.
Urag, I honestly feel like we're wasting our time.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Well, we had better lighting, so we could have found more, but my investigation on my end didn't come up with anything, and we're back at square one with what we've found. The same thing that we saw yesterday. I think yes.
I'm gonna just chime in and just cut you off and be like, okay. I did find some things. I found a lot of things actually.
Okay.
I can't say everything word for word, but
you just fill us in.
pretty much everything that I found, and showing how this was definitely not natural at all.
Well, okay.
So she explains to you about the 5-headed dragon scar, as well as the strange lesions all over the creature's body.
So
It appears to indicate stretch marks.
So just being of religion focused, I think the only person religion focused in this team so far.
Anymore.
No, well, I mean, you didn't have training in religion.
I, I,
You're starting in religion.
I'm in kindergarten.
I can see that tattoo and be like, that's Tiamat, right?
You would know that a 5-headed dragon means Tiamat, and you would know that Tiamat is dead. You don't know much about Tiamat.
Okay. That's Tiamat right there, that tattoo. So I just say that to everyone. Um, I don't know
What is
why
that?
that was tattooed on them.
Guard on them, really.
Tiamat is dead, so an uprising, or I don't know what this
Well,
could
hey,
be.
I mean, so is Forge.
True, true. Um, as for, and this is a question for you. You said there's like a rip and tearing of the skin, right?
It looks like really like strangely placed stretch marks.
With any of my training in fighting, or just fighting in general, and just seeing this type of wound, does this?
Do you have proficiency in medicine?
No, I do not. I have an okay
You
check
wouldn't
though.
you wouldn't know any of it, what this means at all.
Okay. Does anybody else have medicine? Just asking the team. No medicine, anyone?
Nope.
Okay.
Y'all ain't got no fucking healers.
We all picked fighters.
Our team is balls to the wall.
No, okay. I didn't even pick a fighter, so that's also a lie.
You're offensive magic, though. That counts.
I picked someone who can mess with people mentally.
It's offensive.
Yeah. I just leave it at that, I guess, because I don't really know what could have caused that. It doesn't seem like an injury that could be made through just basic fighting of any type. It doesn't seem like a scuffle type thing. It probably is something magic or bestial in nature. So,
I'm just gonna chime in and be like, I'm just upset that we can't find Z-Man. You know, Z-Man.
who?
Just move past that. Like the man, you know, like the man. I was slurring the first time, but I meant like the man or the guy who was perpetrating all this.
Uh, oh,
That's what you meant.
I didn't even understand what the man meant, even with you just talking normally. I was like,
I
who?
understand what he's talking about.
Well, I think it's best if we focus our efforts on something that we can get answers to. There's this train leads nowhere. So, what is a train? Um,
This cart leads nowhere.
this cart leads nowhere.
Love it. Yeah. This is a lizard without a saddle. Uh. um. Yeah. So, did you want to look into that witch? You said
Yeah,
the
because
hag.
that's the only thing that we actually have leads on doing.
Yeah.
I don't wanna bother the blacksmiths too hard on this on the subject, but that's someone we actually do have a lead to finding what the source is. So let's do that.
I don't remember Oscar, the blacksmith's name, but I'm sure Urag does because it was like yesterday in game time. So.
Yeah, he
what
does.
what was his name?
Um, I don't know. I forgot to write the blacksmith is the only merchant I didn't write down.
I think that gives a
Free
good
pass.
explanation to just
Free pass
make
to
up a
make a
name.
name.
Sir Frederick Ferrybum.
His name is Aaron Orenson.
There it is.
I have to write that down too now.
All right.
No, you're like wearing all black, and I can see.
Okay.
What is wrong?
Well,
So, what are you guys gonna do?
we should pay Aaron a visit and maybe inquire about his son. Um,
Yeah, I agree.
'Kay.
Yeah, we kind of know each other.
I actually want to split off.
Dun dun dun.
As she tries to split off, he's going to take her by the wrist and pull her towards the direction we're going.
What am I, a child? What the fuck?
Yes, yes, you are a child.
I will
Okay,
fucking bite
And then-
you. Let me go. I will bite you. Let me go.
No,
I'm gonna
I don't trust you around dead bodies. You're not
I'm
allowed
gonna
to
try
touch
I'm
them.
not going near the body.
What were
You
you saying, Cody?
promise?
I was saying I'm gonna try to pick Eva up, kind of in a hug, like, "No, come on, let's go, join us."
Aw.
No, I have somewhere I need to go.
Oh no, you
Where's the-
gotta stay with us. It's too dangerous to
Please
go
don't-
alone. Someone's
we-
already died. I don't want you to die. Come on.
Do we hear?
Yes. Well, Waffles is trying to bite Pansy's ankles and be like, "Let her go."
Is he really?
In my mind, he is.
Okay, Pansy,
Now it's
you
canon.
watch as this tiny red goat with a golden mask is at your feet, and it's halfway in the snow. Like you can really only see the top half of its body, and it's just going, "Meow," and it's literally flicking its tongue at your leg, and your leg kind of feels asleep.
Pansy's going to pick up the goat like a baby, so on its back, and its legs dangling out.
Meow.
And then he's gonna start walking in that direction that he was going. He's going to the blacksmith.
Nice.
kind of limping as your leg re-wakes up.
Yes.
All right, so you guys make your trek to the
It's-
blacksmith. You
It's
can
kind of
see.
sorry.
Go ahead.
It's kind of funny how he's walking through this because he's so low to the ground. He's actually trudging like a cowboy. He's cowboy walking through the snow.
I'm a cowboy. So yeah, you guys are making your way, and as you look around, you can see the townsfolk are in odd spirits today. You can see a town crier coming around one of the corners. Hear ye, hear ye! Prime Arbiter Denarius Senethal has Ah, wow, that was a tongue fuck up. Denarius Senethal has mobilized the Dragon Knights. Watch today in the sky as he films their glorious destruction of the human rebel leader, Mazik.
Oh.
Shit. There's a lot of things
Also,
happening today.
Betty's Flowers is having a 2-for-1 sale on roses.
Okay, that's totally great together.
Who should we get the roses for?
That's totally relevant.
I just imagined from the first part, like someone from the crowd is like, "He fucked up, him."
No, he didn't fuck up. It was me. It was me. And does anyone respond to this or want to do anything with the town crier before we move on?
I'm still fighting to get away.
I'm still dragging.
I'm just gonna like get down on Evangeline's level and be like, "Can you please come with us?"
Yes, because you
Okay.
asked so nicely.
Okay. And I kind of brush the other two off.
He's going to let go of her wrist now.
Give me my waffle. Rude.
He's gonna give Waffle
So
like a couple of head pats and then puts him back down.
I thought you had pancakes for breakfast.
Meh.
Oh yeah.
Um, but he's gonna ignore the town crier and go towards the blacksmith because that's the most immediate thing that was
You guys reach the
to do.
blacksmith's house. You can see his workspace next to his small home. It's humble, but it's fine for a commoner. It's kind of wooden planks and probably looks like it's not insulated too well. Um, there are no windows.
Okay.
You knock.
Yeah.
He kind of opens the door a crack just to see who it is. Oh, Urog. What do I owe the pleasure?
Can we talk to you about something?
It depends. What do you want to talk about?
We're looking into this hag lady.
She's not a
I don't-
hag.
That's what we're told. I don't
She's
know.
the lady of the winter.
That's the name.
She's no hag. She's a benevolent spirit. Some kind of ancient woman of the wilds. I didn't believe it at first either. Come in, come in. Get yourselves out of the cold. And he kind of opens his door wider and leads you guys in. The inside is kind of what you expect. Sparsely furnished, but enough to make a lifestyle. You can see there is one room that has a door that leads kind of further into the house. The main room that you're in seems to have like an area for cooking, as well as a dining table and a living space. It's not very large living space, but it's enough to not fit you guys comfortably, but he's making do. Um, what what do you guys want to know?
Um, if I might not be too rude to ask, I would like to see your child if that's possible.
We mean no
It's
negative
not. It's
intent.
not. Yeah, we're not trying to take your child away from you or any of that. We just wanted to give some insight on what's going on.
Do you have any kids?
No, thought
Not that
about
I
having
know
some.
of.
I would do anything for this boy. I just want you to know that I would do anything for this boy. Bayfire, get in here. You watch as a smaller, younger Dragonborn comes in. Surprisingly, a very built young man. The musculature you would expect from a blacksmith's son. And as he kind of comes in, he doesn't look too interested in the lot of you, but he kind of looks over and goes, "What's up, father? What do you need me for? Who are these people?" "Don't worry, son. They want to ask some questions."
So, and this is alleged. I don't know anything about the scenario, and I won't claim to know anything about the scenario. But I was told that your son was killed in the mines at some point.
They both kind of look down, and then the father speaks. "That's right. He uh he was pulling a double shift. It was at the command of the governor, and they went too deep into the mine. It collapsed on him. Killed 4 of our boys.
So it was the
Bayfire was
governor's.
one of them.
So it was the governor's fault. That's what you're telling me.
You can't blame a collapse on a governor, but I was angry, all right. I had to blame someone, but nature has a fickle way of doing whatever it wants.
Not
I
a.
don't blame the governor now. Circumstances ain't great, but I think he's trying his best. At least I hope so.
Not a big fan of child labor myself, but
It's our way. When a dragonborn can lift a stone, It's ready to work.
Noted. Anyways, so what transpired in getting your son back?
I was obviously torn apart by grief, and one of the older ladies in town, she told me she brought her son back too. I didn't believe it at first, but I didn't see the problem in trying. I had no other options. I wasn't ready to live without him. Hell, I lost his mother just 2 years ago. I'm not ready to be alone again. But I went into the woods and wasn't easy. There was a lot of stuff out there, owl bears, wolves, creatures of the night. But I made it to that coast. I saw her there working on some kind of garden. She already knew why I was there. She said she asks nothing in return. She only warns that if my feelings are not, I think she said, if my feelings are not true, then I will be cursed to walk the tundra forever. Uh, I didn't know what she meant, but obviously I succeeded in whatever magic she used. I got my son back.
So there are some questions that kind of pop up, based off your description of what went on. One of the questions that pops up is, were you able to retrieve the body, or did she form a new body for this, for your child?
No, I had to take his body with me.
Okay, so you were able to retrieve the body from the mines as well.
Yeah,
What state
took
was
us
it
a
in?
while.
I'm sorry for asking that question. It's maybe a little inconsiderate. I just wanted to know, like, what she did in terms of bringing him back.
I couldn't tell you what she did exactly, but the magic she used, it was primal. I could feel it in me. I could feel as she poured whatever power inside of me. It was tearing me apart until I thought about, he kind of looks over at his son, until I thought about my son and everything I'd been to up until that point, try to bring him back.
Mhm.
And suddenly he was fine and he was alive. I couldn't thank her enough.
Um, so he's going to motion. He's not going to do it. Okay, he's going to motion over to touching his son, and he's like, "May I?"
The boy kind of looks skittish as you get near him, but he stoics up a little bit and flexes just a bit. Um, yeah, go ahead, I guess.
And then he looks to the boy and he's like, Excuse me," and he kind of feels him over, not in a weird way. He's gonna feel him. He's gonna feel him over to see like signs of like injuries from being in the mines. He's going to he's gonna inspect whether he's living or not at this point.
Do
And
you
anything
have divine
weird.
sense yet?
I
Yes,
was
I
about to
do.
ask.
I do.
Do you use divine sense?
Yes, I can do that. I will do that.
Yeah.
So as you kind of go over him and you realize there's no wounds, his body's completely healthy. He's definitely warm to the touch and he's real. But as you use divine sense, something begins to become confusing, but clear at the same time. You can sense it both on them. Not them, but on them. The lingering magic. Celestial magic.
Okay, so not undead.
Nope. Whatever magic or energy that brought him back, in origin, it was celestial.
Okay. Um, this type of magic, and he actually says this out loud so that not only his party members could hear, but also to give the blacksmith some insight on what went on. He's probably curious too. Um, this magic in nature is celestial in manner. It isn't of an undeath, a touch of undeath in any sort of way. It seems like he's been brought back by something holy.
As you say celestial, and as pieces start to kind of fit together, you hear him whisper under his breath, the father, Egret.
E-
It
Egrid?
couldn't. Uh, it's impossible. It, how much do y'all know about the Scaled Alliance's original deity?
We know nothing. We came here on business, so we have no idea of anything, and we're slowly learning your culture and way.
I don't know much, but there have been whispers handed down by grandmas and gossip, but it's always there. It's always present. The name Egrid, the Winter's Queen, supposedly before Bahamut found purchase in the material plane here, he'd come from a different place. But before him, these lands were wild, untamed, watched over by a strange figure known as Egrid. I don't know how this could be heard, but if it is, what's she doing? For the first moment that you guys have kind of been inside, he begins to ponder the ramifications of what he did.
Anything with the cost with anything with the purchase of life usually has ramifications or consequences. I can see it in your face. I'm sure she'll ask of you something in the future, and you will have to return the favor.
Just be careful.
Same to y'all.
Thank you.
Now,
Thanks for your hospitality.
Yes, thank you for your hospitality and your insight the on our query of the Lady of the Winter? Question mark.
the Winter's Queen.
The Winter's Queen. Do I know anything about Ygritte?
You do
Through
not.
any religion
You've
stuff?
never heard this name before.
Okay, noted. Um, we shall be taking our leave, and thank you so much.
Be careful out there.
You too. And don't let them harass you like that. We'll come beat them up if they do that again.
Yeah.
So, you guys leave the blacksmith's house.
Hmm.
Oh,
Uh,
I forgot. I wanted to ask him something.
yeah, actually, you know what? There's one last question, too, on my end.
Urag just turns around
Okay.
and be like, I have one last. Sorry.
What'd you need to know?
Which way did you go to?
Exact
Finally.
same question.
Fist bump, Pansy.
I I mean the easiest landmark to use is there's 3 glaciers up to the north. She has a small home up near them glaciers.
Okay.
It's on the coast. As long as you hit the coast and walk toward those glaciers, you'll be able to find her house, no problem.
Okay. So, with nary a goodbye, he is just going to go start heading that direction.
Okay. Are you guys taking Uzla and the lizards, or are you guys going on foot? Because there will be a point where you will have to go on foot.
I think it would be best to just go on foot, and then I want, he's probably gonna go tell Uzla to keep an eye on not only their supplies and the lizards, but also on the town, and listen to what's going on so that she can provide information when he comes back on the
She has her
what is
hood
on.
up currently, and she looks at you, and you notice that she still has that kind of almost look like she's sick or something's troubling her that she had the other night. Um, but she just says, "Yes, sir. I'll keep an eye on the town, and I'll make sure that nothing like that murder happens near our home again."
Just keep an ear open. I just want to make sure that we don't miss anything that could help our investigations moving forward.
Yes, sir.
And they walk off.
Okay. Was there anything else the rest of you had to do or wanted to do in the city before you make your way?
He'll stop if anybody has anything that they need to do before they move forward, so that they can move on as a group.
Not that I can think of.
Did we get healing potions slash salves?
Yes, we have shit tons,
You
but we
guys
should
have
probably grab them before we go. That's probably a good idea.
okay.
I,
You
I didn't
guys
write
had
down getting any.
12 in the cart.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got 12, bro.
Bro, you're great. I love you.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
If you split them evenly, I believe that means each of you get 3.
Yeah.
Yeet. It's up to Pansy how to split them. I'll leave that up to him.
Yeah, it's probably better on us than not on us. So I'll have everyone split up. He's also going to take. He's gonna take a vial of acid with him.
Okay. And you said you were going to take all the healing potions?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I am going to leave some stuff too.
he's actually gonna take the longbow and arrows with him too.
Okay.
I'm
Actually,
gonna
before
I'm
I
gonna leave.
forget,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
No, Cody, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, since I wiped out my water skin of meat, I'm gonna take one of the kegs and refill it.
Okay. Perfect.
I'll offer it to anyone else who wants to take some meat with them.
Yo,
Go for
cheers,
it.
cheers.
Questing while drunk, it's a necessary evil.
Just belch. I can't actually burp. Anyway,
I
I wanted
actually.
to leave.
Mhm.
I wanted to leave my hook horror claws that I've just been carrying around with me since that encounter. Um, to lighten my load a little bit. And that's pretty much it.
Um. Yeah. That's it. I guess there's nothing
Yep.
else that he's gonna take with him.
And 3 of my 5 empty salve bottles.
Okay.
Just,
So you guys begin to make your way
Are they
back in.
are the salves in bottles? I mean, they're salves. They're not
they're
So
potions.
empty.
they're in like these kind of like square shaped like it's basically a small divot in wood and a lid, and in it is this like mushy kind of spread that you
Okay.
spread over the wound.
Gotcha. Because the only reason I was asking is because it's a topical spread, so it wouldn't make sense to be in a flask of any kind.
I was more thinking in case I need to like find some herbs and put some in there, but
Yeah.
yeah. This container.
Roger.
In my plans.
You guys begin to make your way back into the wintry woods of the Scaled Lions. Who's taking point?
Pansy.
Okay.
I'm in the back.
Pansy, go ahead and make me a survival check.
Woo. Okay.
And also let me know what pace you guys are going at.
13. We are going at a decent pace. We are not walking, but we are power walking.
Okay.
Because we need to make time, but I also don't want us to deplete all of our stamina.
And you said you got 13?
Yeah, I got 13.
So you guys make your way into the beginning stages of the forest. The woods are sparse and there's pockets of empty space here and there. But as you go deeper towards the coast, the woods begin to get thicker. Leo, go ahead and make me another survival check.
Better. 15?
You begin to make your way through the woods, and every so often you move the branches of the trees out of your way. You manage to keep people from falling into pits of snow. You pay careful attention to tracks or markings of any kind on any of the trees. You manage to avoid several hunting packs of wolves on your way through this part of the forest. Go ahead and make me another survival check.
Ooh, that one was bad. 8.
8. So, as you guys walk through the forest, you begin to see in the distance a collapsed figure.
It's just like someone just fallen in the snow.
Yep.
I'm going to run
Can you
over
see?
to whoever.
You guys can see the token, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a
You're
white
gonna run
token.
over? You're gonna run
I'm
over?
gonna run over to whoever's
I'm not-
collapsed.
I'm not gonna stop you, but Pansy's gonna do the wait. Like the wait, kind of reach out.
Yeah, she's not gonna catch that in time.
Okay.
But she's just gonna run over.
You're above the figure. It seems to be a dragonborn that has collapsed into the ground. You can
Can
see frost covering some of the scales, and parts of its body have seemed to have fallen off.
Oh, it's
you dead?
It's dead.
Can I investigate it?
Go ahead.
Yay. My favorite thing to do, investigate bodies.
These are rocks in the surrounding, by the way, right?
Rocks?
Yeah, these guys.
The trees.
That's a tree.
Oh, that's a tree. He's gonna go not really climb up it, but he's going to kind of like go underneath it and just basically scan the area because
Okay.
he doesn't know how dangerous the area is. They're in a new area, so.
Okay. So, what did you get for investigation 13? So, Evangeline, as you put a hand onto the creature, it begins to stir.
Ooh.
Oh boy!
I'm ready to rage.
And it gets up. You watch as its face lights up with this unnatural blue light. It almost blinds the three of you and forces you back. Move 5 feet in any direction away from it.
Okay, this is where I always suck at.
Okay. Evangeline, you hear something shuffle behind you as another one gets up from the packed snow. They look around and you cover your eyes as they look directly at you. Their faces are blinding. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
My initiative always sucks. Yep. That one.
Oof. We got a tight little spread. Otherwise.
All right, so Dura got 15. Pansy got 12. Urag got 13. That's funny, 15, 13, 12. And Evangeline got 1.
That one.
1 second.
What the fuck is going on behind me?
All right. So, as the turn begins, Dura, what would you like to do?
So I cannot look in their direction, right?
So you can look in your direction, but if they look towards you, it may blind you.
I see. So I am gonna try to keep my eyes more like I'm gonna try to aim my eyes more towards their feet, but I am gonna try to approach this one and punch him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for attack. Okay. That hits.
All right, I'm gonna punch one more time.
Okay. That also hits. Jeez. Making up for the past.
Oh yeah.
So
I got my subclass now. I'm fucking shit up.
you go up and strangely looking at its feet actually kind of helps you. Something you seem to have learned from Shion is that so long as you know where they're going to move, you can predict what they're going to do. And as you go in, you manage to punch it right in the jaw, and you watch as the light goes up and faces towards the sky. And then your second punch connecting squarely in its gut, you watch as this thing gurgles and bends forward. Whatever it is, feels pain. All right, so it is now Urag's turn.
Rage.
All right, Urag's enraged.
Sweet. Let's run. Actually, one sec. We do diagonals as 5 feet, right?
Yes.
5, 10, 15. Cool. I'm gonna run the 20 feet to get to Nya. Because I know Dura's got it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just fucking obsidian great axe this dude in the straight chest.
Okay. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh, this is so great now. Oh, there's so many things I get to roll for damage now. I'm so excited, guys.
Yeah.
So that's 14 slashing plus, wait for it, ha, another 5 radiant. What up? Hey.
Is
So
that from rage?
that's from Divine Fury.
So rage, you get an additional 2, right?
And that's another 2 on top of that. So we're at 21 damage on that hit.
All right.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Level 3 feels so good. This is what I've been waiting all week for.
All right, so it is now. As you swing down with your great axe, you watch as the cut itself begins to light up with this strange blue energy. And you notice that the creature seems to be like clutching its wound as if it's hurt, but no blood comes forth. It is now Pansy's turn.
Have these creatures overtly started attacking individuals yet?
They have not yet.
Um, he's going to use divine sense again
Okay.
for the second time today, and basically try to determine what these are.
Okay. You use divine sense. Is that an action?
Yes, that is an action.
Okay. You use divine sense, and these creatures are definitely undead. But there is a lingering magic about them that points to celestial.
Okay. Celestial undead. They haven't really attacked us yet.
Still call me off.
Hey guys, maybe hold back a little bit for now.
Before.
They haven't hit us yet. And these seem like celestial undead, and that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. It is now their turn. Urag. It puts its hands on your shoulders, and you feel this intense cold. What's your AC again?
17.
Okay. You watch as this cold air emanates from this creature, and you're going to take 19 damage.
Oh, okay.
Frost damage, by the way.
Oof, rough.
I take
Yeah.
back what I said.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
I'd take it.
The other one, Dura,
Ah,
what's your AC again?
15.
15. It makes two punches, sort of, wide hand open, just kind of swatting at you. And one of them misses, and you watch as it kind of goes over your shoulder, but the other one hits. As it hits your other shoulder, you can feel pressure unbearable on your shoulder, as it almost feels as if it could have just broken bone if it had hit any harder. You're going to take a total of 14 damage.
Okay. Quick question, because I don't remember. We've taken a long rest since our last fight, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I reset because I just looked at my health and it's the wrong one. I'm like,
Go
wait.
ahead and reset.
Yeah. Okay, and I took 14 damage.
14 damage. Bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Not down yet.
You didn't get that frost damage.
All right. It is now Evangeline's turn.
I doesn't know what to do. To be completely honest. Now they're hostile.
Well, we're hostile.
That's for sure. She's gonna disengage.
You are currently not engaged with any of them.
Okay, cool. Because she doesn't want to. Because she doesn't know what to do. I'm gonna do nothing.
Okay, you concede your turn. All right. Round starts over. You guys have a minute to discuss.
I
So
don't
I'm
know.
no
I,
good
f-
with
I,
the punch
the only thing that I would suggest at this point in time would probably be clumping up a little bit closer together so that we can reach each other. Um,
Yeah.
besides that, it looks like they're doing cold damage, which means that we probably
He
they're probably not gonna do physical damage other than maybe those couple punches earlier. I'm just worried that the rage isn't gonna do much in terms of tanking this time
Yeah,
around.
I
So we
know.
should switch around um, our individual health and just kind of pool ourselves for damage.
Yeah,
I'll
he
try to.
knocked off a good half.
I'm gonna try and quote unquote taunt the one that you're attacking to attack me instead,
Okay.
so that we can juggle the HP around a little bit.
Yeah. I believe he is he my turn comes up before his, so
Okay.
Them's the breaks, guys. It is now Dura's turn.
Well, I'm going to continue to punch the one in front of me.
Okay. 17 hits.
One more punch.
13 hits. All right.
nice.
So you watch as it returned your punches, but you're ready to fight back, and you put all your weight in these as you just pop right in its stomach. It reels over, and you actually kind of see some light shedding from its clothes as it seems as if you may have ripped open its stomach with the force of your punches.
Nice.
Whopping 21 damage.
Dang girl.
Actually, I have a better idea. I'm gonna do that when it comes around my turn.
All right, it is now Urog's turn.
I take my axe and just smash him in the fucking face. I'm like, I ain't cold. Ah! um. Oof. So close to that nat 20.
Wow, so close.
My dice tonight, my virtual dice know I've been very eager to just fight with my character.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh, smashing! Holy tits! Yes, +2 to that.
Jesus. So that's
So
a total of 36, I think?
I believe that's correct.
No,
36,
26. 26.
26. No, I want it to be 36 though. Wait till I get great weapon master.
All right. So you guys watch as Urog just fucking slams his axe into this thing's face. And as it catches it in the shoulder, you watch as icy flecks begin to travel up this creature's form, catching the brunt of this axe. It still takes quite a bit of damage, but it looks like you could have probably killed it if it hadn't been for whatever is keeping this thing standing.
Yeah.
All right, it is now Pansy's turn.
Um, Pansy. Hmm. Pansy is going to cast a spell. He's gonna cast. He's gonna cast Sanctuary on Urog.
Okay.
And he's
Okay.
going to walk over to the one Dura is smacking, and he's going to uppercut that bitch with his maul.
Okay. Go ahead and make the attack.
Oh yeah, your mall. I need to talk to you about that.
24.
24. All
Mm.
right, that hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
11.
Okay. So you watch as your hammer smashes into the side of the creature Dura is fighting, and it goes in just slightly, and then you see again shards of ice begin to form where the area is affected, pushing back slightly. Still, you've harmed this creature quite a bit, and it screams out in pain in this horrible high-pitched sound. Anything else?
No, that's his turn. He used his action
All
and his
right.
bonus action, so.
It is now their turn. You can hear strange moaning as more of them begin to push past the layer of frozen snow above as these buried creatures begin to rise up. I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws for me
Saving throw.
Fucking hell.
as each of them begin to stare at you guys.
I have a
Okay,
good constitution, so
okay.
hopefully. Yep, that's pretty good. 18.
All right. As they shine their lights upon all of your faces, you manage to close your eyes in time and cover your eyes before it blinds you. Then I need to make wisdom rolls now. What's your DC?
DC is 13 wisdom.
Okay. So they make it. Urag, the one in front of you. Oh my god, what the fuck? So many dice. Holy shit. Urag, the one in front of you. It clutches its hands and cracks its knuckles, and it throws two wild punches towards you. You can feel as they reverberate off your flesh. These are powerful strikes. You're going to take a total of that is, oh boy, sorry, this is a big number. You take 32 damage.
Sweet.
What?
Bludgeoning
Oh.
You take 32 bludgeoning.
halved to 16,
Okay.
which is exactly how much HP I have. So I'm down.
Okay.
Oh, I totally forgot to do something on my turn too, and this is where it comes to bite me in the ass.
So this one begins to move. It is now next to you, Evangeline.
Great.
What's your AC again?
What is that? I'm not smart.
Your armor class.
Oh, 11.
11. Okay. So, Evangeline, as it strikes into you with these powerful punches, you get knocked off your feet for one, and you take a total of 21 damage.
No, Eva.
Oh, mother of God, I am down to 6.
Oof.
This one begins to move up as well, and Leo, your AC is 17, right?
16.
You watch as a bolt of frost forms in its hand and it tosses it towards you. It just misses you, but you can feel the cold energy rippling off of it as one of your cheeks is now quite cold.
Mm-hmm.
The one that is currently fighting Dura is going to make a strike against you, Panji.
Oh.
It puts its hands on your shoulder, and you watch as it stares into you. You can feel the frost begin to form around, and you're going to take a total of 16 frost damage.
That is a lot. Okie dokie, artichoke.
All right, it's now Evangeline's turn.
Yay! Didn't even want it. She is going to. I'm gonna do. I hope I'm doing this correctly from what I'm reading. Hellish read. I can't say it.
Rebuke.
So we're gonna
Rebuke.
say that you did this when it attacked you, as hellish
Yeah.
rebuke is a reaction and something
Yeah.
you do right after a creature attacks you.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do is click on the spell itself, and there should be an option to display it into our little side chat. Perfect. Alrighty. So
Bing
you
bang rang.
used your hellish rebuke, and it has to make a. It does not make it. It's going to take 10 fire damage, and you watch as instantly as its body is alight with fire, it tries patting the fire out, but immediately it falls to the ground, gone in a rag of flaming clothes.
Awesome.
Oh,
that
huh.
makes me feel better.
All right. That is the turn. Back to 1 minute. Discuss.
So
So
fireworks.
fireworks.
I did.
Yeah.
I did from the beginning. Did you guys not hear me? I used frost to indicate what you would use if
You know how often in the D&D universe that doesn't actually work out though? Like
Yeah, that
it is
usually doesn't work out.
you'd expect fire dragons to be weak to frost magic, but guess what? They're just immune to fire damage. Like
Yeah,
it's like
it's the
that kind of
exact
bullshit.
opposite. Yeah. In other RPGs, usually they're weak against fire, but in D&D, generally speaking, if they're quote unquote cold, fire damage usually means that or fire damage to cold
Anyway,
individuals are usually immune or resistant to it.
anyway, so fire damage works. I don't have that, but I have radiant whenever I just nuke the shit out of people.
Yeah, I have radiant too. I don't have any fire things, so the idea, I guess, here is to light some torches.
I'm
I guess.
I'm mostly all fire.
All right. That is
I,
your minute.
I just want to make mention, I rolled an 11 on damage and a 6 out of the D6 for the extra damage, so I was just like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Pretty good.
That was amazing.
Dura, it is your turn.
I'm gonna. Well,
Um, by the
um,
way, uh, I believe, and this is just a heads up, I believe Sanctuary still affects the creature, even if they're down.
Yes.
You,
And he hasn't really attacked anyone, so it's going to continue to take effect until he does something, any offensive thing. So,
Yes.
that was a really good move.
okay. I'm gonna punch again.
Punch, punch.
That's all I really can do right now. Come on.
Okay. That does not hit. You watch as your punch just kind of goes wide as it twists and contorts in an unnatural manner out of the way.
All right. I'm gonna punch one more time.
That definitely hits. All right. So it's going to take. This time, as it contorted, it's not quite quick enough to come back, and you manage to get it right over its shoulder, kind of knocking it and twisting it even further.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. That's all.
Alrighty. It is now Urog's turn. Urog, go ahead and make me a death saving throw.
Is it with a con save?
It's a constitution saving throw.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh hell no.
All right. It is now Pansy's turn.
I have a choice right now. Hmm. I think the choice is this is more important. He's going to disengage with this one right here, and then he's gonna go over here,
Okay.
where Urag is, and he's gonna
Okay.
touch it. He's gonna touch him, and then he's gonna pump uh five 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 healing into Urag with lay on hands,
Okay.
and then he's back up.
I'm flattered.
Um, yeah. So that was an action. That was his bonus action to disengage, and that was his move. So he's done. He's tapped out for
All
the
right.
turn.
Okay. So, Pansy, your turn is over.
Hmm.
And as you end your turn, this cold light walker walks up to you. Your AC was 16, you said?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. It puts its hands on your shoulder, and as you struggle to get out of its grip, you manage to push it away just in time as the cold air begins to flow from its face and around it. You managed to evade its attack. This one, unfortunately for Urag, you gain another whatever you call them, death point.
I got 5 hit points.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
What
also,
up?
did you do the wisdom check for the?
I did do the wisdom check.
Okay, cool.
Um, I forgot you got pumped. You still get hit though, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, my
Um,
AC 17, so to beat that.
you are going to take a total of 11 cold damage.
That's enough.
He goes
Back
he
down.
goes up and then goes straight back down.
The one that's fighting you, Dura, also is going to try to make an attack against you. This time, attempting yet again. And as it puts both of its hands on your shoulders, Dura, and you shake it off, just as Pansy did before, its attack fails, and the cold air just flows into the icy tundra.
Good.
Evangeline, it is now your turn.
Yeah. See. So I actually had a question
Okay.
about my familiar because I know we talked a little bit about him, um, about how I can control him,
Yeah.
but we didn't specify what I can do.
So your goat can do the help action, and it can try to attack
Okay.
or move anywhere you want it to move to. Just be aware, it's not got a lot of HP.
I kind of figured because he's so small. He's a tiny bit. Okay. Um. I'm going to I'm gonna hex this one.
Okay.
Use that.
All
And
right.
use
It is
that.
hexed.
That's all I'm gonna do because I can't think of it.
All right. It is now the end of the round. You have a minute.
I'm down.
I don't really know what to do in this situation, only because like I can do something. I was going to light a torch, but I can't light that torch if Urag keeps on going down. And so the idea is to get Urag up for one turn and light that torch so that I can do something with it. Maybe
We're
smack
fuck
him. Huh?
we're fucked in the turn order kind of for that plan in a sort of sense. So I'd
Yeah.
say just leave me. You could leave me be for a round. Hopefully Sanctuary can like take effect on the next round and keep me alive, so for you to pump it into me.
Got you. Noted.
Sounded sounded weird.
I think I'll try to light a torch my next round, and then we'll see what we can do from there.
I'm sorry. I have a question. I don't know if my character sheet is correct.
If your
Uh,
character she is correct, it should be.
yeah. No, I don't think so.
What do you mean by if your character sheet is correct?
It shows me that I have hellish twice.
Hellish.
Yes.
What?
It's because you have it from your background and you have it from your
Race.
spell list.
Oh, spells.
Or race, I'm sorry, not background.
You get it from your race and you get it from your class for free because you're a infernal warlock.
Okay.
You just that much balling. Look at that. I got a new speaker.
Okay. It is now Dura's turn.
I'm gonna double check if I have a torch. I don't remember. If I do, I'm gonna light a torch.
We all should have torches. It's like basic explorer supplies 101.
I do. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay.
Now, is that gonna take my whole action, or
That would be a bonus action.
okay? Did I hit it with the torch?
Yeah. That would be an
I'm gonna
improvised
pick
weapon.
the thing up.
But
So what would I roll?
basically just roll a d20 and add your dexterity.
Let me double check dexterity. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
3.
So as you take your torch out, you quickly light it with your flint and tinder very quickly. And you just shove the torch into the thing as you watch as it screams wildly, flailing its limbs about, trying to find purchase where there isn't any. And you watch as the energy leaves it and the fire ends the cold and its clothes just fall to the ground.
Hey, got him! Woo!
All right. It is now Urog's turn. Urog, go ahead and make me the death saving throw if you would.
Wait, that's I don't know if that includes my con save. Sorry. Bam.
All right, you succeed on one. Maybe death saves don't have constitution. I always thought
No,
they did.
they don't. You're just supposed to roll a straight 20.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be like a 50-50 d20 kind of thing. So I will honor the first one.
No. We're gonna do the constitution saves.
We
That's
will
how I've
honor the
always done
second
it.
one.
And honestly, it makes more sense that someone with a higher constitution would be able to get up more easily after going down.
Fair.
Fair.
That's just me though, but that's how we're gonna play it for now.
Okay.
Take that, YouTube money.
All right, it is now your turn, Pansy.
Yes. Got you.
Pansy's going to pump one point of lay on hands into him.
Okay.
We're just going to we're gonna try to cheese it. So we're gonna so that's an action. So for his bonus action, he's gonna light a torch.
Okay.
And that's the end of his turn because he can't do anything.
Alright.
And he needs to stay in between Evangeline and this thing so that he doesn't attack any more of his friends.
Evangeline and Pansy, go ahead and make me Constitution saving throws as their beam of light focuses directly on your face.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, 6.
Fuck me. Yeah, that's not enough. I got 5.
All right, you are both blinded. And then this one is going to attack you, Pansy. It misses, and as it strikes twice with its pulverizing fists, you watch it go wide. You don't watch it go wide. You are blinded. You just feel the punches miss you as you have no idea what's going on.
Is this what Ori feels when he's dodging attacks?
All right, and then Urog. Let's see if I can make it past that saving throw. You are very lucky. You watch as it pounds, or at least Dura watches as it pounds against this strange. Oh wait, you're back up, aren't you?
No, I'm not this time.
Yeah,
I thought
you
he
are.
gave you 1 HP.
I gave you 1 HP.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, yay.
You do get to watch as he pounds at the shield of faith. Sanctuary.
Jesus Lord, save me now. Like,
It is now Evangeline's turn.
Okay, so for my information, this one's still alive, correct? You're not wrong.
This one and this one
Yeah.
are both still alive.
Hey
Okay,
man,
cool.
Sanctuary's doing work. I'm happy.
dude, Sanctuary,
Blinded.
like there's
I'm
certain
also
spells.
blind.
It means you have disadvantage on attack throws and you can't see.
Okay. I can't see and have disadvantage. I'm still gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Lord save me. On that one, I'm going to use burning hand.
Okay. You're lucky. It doesn't it's not an attack throw, so it's you don't have disadvantage because you can't have disadvantage on a throw that doesn't make you roll.
Awesome.
Boom.
It fails. You watch as from her hands erupts a bright flame. It catches this one, leaving nothing but incinerated clothing in its wake.
Suck it.
All right. Anything else, Evangeline?
No.
All right. It is now the end of the round. I assume you guys don't really need to talk, though. There's only one creature left.
Mm-hmm.
So it is now Dura's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna make a run over. 5, and I'm gonna grab it with my stick. 20 plus dex, right? Is it 21?
Yep. All right, that hits. You watch as you stick your torch in another one of these things, and it erupts with blue flames and then flickers out into nothingness, leaving naught but its clothes behind. You do hear a strange whisper, "Thank you," as it disappears.
Oh no!
No, it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
No, it's a good thing, but I feel bad. That's what the oh no's for. Like, oh no, these poor souls.
Yeah, I think that calls for a short rest. Really badly.
Rug's just on his back, like, yeah.
Urog has been
Evangelines
down
falling
multiple
to her
times.
This is my new life, guys.
All right, you guys take a short rest.
It's like, it sounds kind of sad and fucked up in a kind of way, but this is why I exist.
While you all are rolling your hit dice to gain health back and such, I will be right back.
Where's the hit dice on D&D Beyond? Am I just being oblivious?
So if you
It's
click on rest, there's at the bottom it'll
Ah.
show your hit die and you can roll. I'm
Thank you.
gonna roll a hit die. I have
11.
ooh 8.
Oh, I got maxed.
I'll roll one more.
That's how much you heal, by the way.
Did I get double
For hit dice.
13s?
You did?
That's elite, yo.
Max and
I'm
one.
at 7. If I was at 6 and I got 11, I'm at 17.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I healed 13. That was perfect. Woo. Spicy memes.
All right, so you guys get back on the road, so to speak, through the forest. Pansy, are you still taking point?
Yes.
I'm gonna take the rear just because I keep an eye on everybody.
How are you looking, by the way, after that short rest?
27 out of 35, so good, not great.
Okay. I'm at 31 out of 34, so
I only wanted to blow
Pansy,
2 of my hit dice.
I
go
my
ahead and make me a survival check.
survival check. Okay, noted.
Oh,
Can I assist
16.
from the rear?
Yeah, you can have advantage on that. Urog's assisting.
Okay. I'm gonna
'Cause
take
I do
that
have,
six. I'm gonna take that 16.
Okay.
just because I am proficient. That's the only reason.
So, it's not easy, but you manage it somehow. The final tree line before the coast is dense and thick with animal life. And you almost run into owlbears as
yay!
the four of you, pass this sleeping pack of owlbears. Luckily, Urog spotted it to the side, so you guys were able to keep quiet. And Pansy, you aided in leading you guys through the rest of the forest, past this, and also past a strange noise that sounded like a scream, a high pitched one. You probably think that you avoided even more of those walkers.
I'm glad that we both have lit torches now.
So, you make it to the coast. You
Up
can
over here,
hear,
right?
yep,
So many maps. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
can you guys hear the music okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You see as the chunks of ice that drift on the coast kind of swash together and crack as they hit the coastline. As it goes deeper out into the ocean, you notice that it becomes more or less unfrozen about 30 feet out. As you come up this strange outcropping of land, you can see a small dock, several unkept boats, and a small house. It seems old and disheveled, but next to it is a beautiful garden full of these white and blue lilac looking flowers. There is I wouldn't call her old, but she has the demeanor of an older woman, but the face of a adult.
Okay.
As you guys come upon her, she has noticed you, as there's not much to obscure her vision from you.
Um, Pansy is going to raise up an arm and wave to see if there's a reaction. So he's just.
She keeps working.
She
Currently,
noticed.
she's kind of moving wood around and chopping some wood with this old rusty axe. But she does nod in at least understanding that you're waving.
And he kind of cowboy walks his way over.
Kind of wave. I'm tired. I'm hurt.
Okay. Pansy, you make your way up. Are the rest of you following behind Pansy?
Yes, I was just typing something very fast.
It's gonna stay at least 15 feet behind him, but I do follow.
Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna give Pansy some
So
room.
15 feet.
Go ahead and
behind
move
me.
your token up. Perfect. Perfect. She hasn't said a word yet, but she has acknowledged your presence. But she continues to go about her business, so to speak, chopping wood.
Hail!
She puts her axe down. She turns around. She's got these beautiful white furs that have been stitched together with more brown and kind of grayish, probably rabbit hides by the looks of them. And she has these strange trinkets kind of tied to her clothing. She carries a walking stick that she had pinned into the ground, and she now grabs and she kind of leans on it a bit. What can I do for you?
We have come from. Oh, do I know the town that we were in? Does it have a name?
Yes, you have been staying in Tiamat's Fall.
Tiamat's
That's
Fall.
right.
I haven't written that down. That should be wise too.
I did. I just didn't underline it. Man.
We come from Tiamat's Fall, and we have been told that an individual lives out here that we should give a visit to. Are you the one referred to the Lady of Winter, or the Winter's Queen?
She kind of raises an eyebrow as she looks down at you. I haven't heard that name in a long time. I don't really care what this has to do with. I ask you leave.
Unfortunately, I cannot do that. As for I am tasked with a quest.
Very well.
I am not here in aggression. I am here to talk.
So talk.
I was told that you have been giving blessings to individuals who have come for aid.
I don't know if I would call it a blessing,
Why would you not call it a blessing?
because it's not.
Okay.
People come to me with a wish that their heart needs granted. I merely give them the means. It does not mean it will succeed.
So it's an opportunity.
If that is how you would like to say it,
And what do you plan to, or what do you prove to gain off of this ordeal?
nothing.
Then why would you do it?
Why does a fly fly? Why does a fox hunt the rabbit?
To
Why
survive?
do any of us do anything? Because we want to.
Do
When a
you
man
want?
who's lost his son comes to me, I am moved, as you mortals are moved. If he proves himself a true father, it does not matter to me. A simple chance suffices mortals. Those who fail are none of anyone's concern any longer.
Urag, you were gonna say something?
I'm gonna say, do you want some ale?
You feel a chill fall over you. Not harmful or aggressive, just as she looks upon you, you feel a chill. She shakes her head, responding no.
Being polite.
And as she looks away, you're filled with a familiar heat.
Forge.
So, I want to be fully honest with why we are here. The government officials and the guard that are part of Tiamat's Fall has tasked us to come and basically kill you. To remove upon the curse that has befallen their town. That isn't exactly what we want to do, because a lot of the things that they have tasked us with so far have been proven to be not exactly of what they say.
What is your point?
My point is that I would like to know the nature of what you are doing here so I can make a determination of what I should do moving forward with the task that has been given for me.
You are a pragmatic goblin. Very strange. I care not what they call me. I care not what they do. It is one transaction I give. What happens afterwards matters not to me.
Then I
Mortals have always done as they wish.
then I ask for a favor. As
What?
those as those who have come to you asking for help, I now come to you asking for some help myself.
Oh,
I would like to falsify your death. Is there something you can provide me that would prove your that you have been slain by my hands?
hmm. She walks into her home. She walks out. She hands you just bones. Will this suffice?
Hmm. I don't know. They called you a witch, and so if if they would believe that you have been reduced back to the nature of these bones, maybe they'll accept it. Maybe they want something more
Why do
recent
you wish so desperately to make them believe I am dead?
so that I can continue, or so that the members of the village who have received your blessing can continue to keep their blessing.
Hmm. And you think with my death that they will forgive?
I'm not sure that they will forgive, but it would give them more reassurance that maybe it was just a miracle.
Why do you not ask me what you truly wish for? I can feel it deep down within you, the icy pang of loss.
Because that's not what I wish for this moment in time.
Who
I just
did you lose?
someone very important to me.
A woman.
Yes.
Do you not wish her back?
Not in the manner that you have offered so graciously to these other individuals.
Do you not believe you truly loved her?
I believe that I am unworthy of such.
Fascinating. A humble goblin. And yet you stink of death. You stink of gods. All of you reek of them. Forge, Scythe, Ilanastria. I can smell them all on you. Tell me, did you come on their behalf? Or is this truly a quest for some pitiful town?
It
Hey,
is as he speaks up, he stops, so Urag can make his point.
hey, Forge is cool, okay? He hasn't done shit to anyone, and we're here because people ask us to help. It's usually why we do anything at all, anyway. So we're of a kind in some regard.
We have had ins with many gods up to this point.
I do not
Surprisingly.
mean I do not mean the pitiful pantheon. I mean gods, true gods. You stink of them. That is unnatural in this world. As the three gods you stink of are dead, buried long ago.
Excuse me?
Scythe, murdered. Forge, lost. The Earth Mother, or as I call her, Ilinastria, lost, dead, gone. The words are interchangeable. Their energies are gone, and yet you reek of them.
It
I
is
made an offering.
it is of new knowledge that I've learned that that the god that I currently worship is dead. I still don't completely believe that is the case, but off of multiple sources saying that they have perished, I'm starting to believe. So
Hmm.
I still worship my god, which is why you may smell her essence upon my soul. But
No, it is much more than that. There is a purpose beyond you. Interesting. I can see it all. So complex. These are the works of gods, those who would mingle with fate. I am fascinated for the first time in decades. She breathes in, and you watch as her blue skin turns a darker shade of blue, and her long hair begins to whisper in the wind. I. It is time.
for
That is. Now is not the right time for you to know of fate, but you all have a hand in a much larger pie than you all realize. I will give you what you asked for, boy. You watch as she holds out a single hand and snow begins to twist and wrap around, forming a sphere, and then more, and then more, as a face begins to define itself. Blue skin begins to appear as long white hair runs down, and she tosses to you her own severed head.
Can I carry that?
Okay.
okay. It's is she killing herself or is she giving a
She
replica?
made a head.
Okay,
She made a
that's fine.
prop head.
That's fine. I thank you.
If you return to this place, I will not be here.
Thank you very much.
Where will you go, Egrid?
It seems it's time. She says that, and then she begins to walk to her garden. You watch as you probably begin to get ready to go, you watch as she starts to pluck each flower.
I I know I've already asked for one of my wishes, but is there any way that you would know a way to save those who have already made a wish with you? Those that are in town that have children amongst families that they have asked to come back.
Let me ask you a question, boy. What do you think would happen if I interfered?
Another god would interfere. Um, there would be more there would be more interference from the government and the guards. Though I feel like there has to be a solution.
That is not what I mean. If I interfere, what is the point? What has ever been the point of a god? You name us and you worship us, but what is the point? Why? Why should we protect you? Why should we do anything for you?
Because we do
Why can
everything.
mortals not solve their own issues?
Because we would do anything for you. There are plenty of devout followers in any religion would do anything for their god.
And that is what worries me. If I do this, once again, my name will be whispered on the wind. Once again, I will be forced to answer prayers. And once again, I will be forced to wear the moniker of Winter's Queen. I do not need it. I do not want it.
Then I
But
will
if what
not.
is beginning, you have much to do.
I
I
mean,
would
if you don't
worry
want to be
less.
queen, if you don't want to be queen, then you really shouldn't be granting a ton of cool ass gifts to people, because that's obviously a recipe for them to worship you.
They have yet to. I have been reviving children for many, many decades. I have become a folk tale, a witch of the wilds. It is how I like to live. It was how I liked to live. But with your arrival, the prophecy is sound, and I must make haste. Suddenly, as she's picked the last flower, you watch as the wind blows and she evaporates into a snow cloud.
Well, we have part of what we wanted to accomplish. I don't know if this is going to be enough to have them stop harassing people like the blacksmith, but at least we have a portion of the solution solved.
It's a start for sure.
Let's start heading back.
Fine,
All
I
right,
don't want to be comfortable.
Leo, are
Mhm.
you going to take point again?
Yes, and he's going to hand off the head to Evangeline because that's what she wanted.
Yay!
So, as you
I will.
begin to
I'll
make your
help.
way back, go ahead.
I said I'll help.
Okay. Pansy, go ahead and make survival check with advantage.
I don't need another one. That was a nat 20.
Nat 20. All right,
Uh,
so with the confidence gained from a very successful, or at least somewhat successful, conversation with another god, you make your way home. And as you pass by more of the cold light walkers, you begin to realize something. She spoke of failures. She spoke of people who would come to her and fail at whatever it is that she gives. You begin to realize that the amount of cold light walkers seems to be representative of those who fail,
you know
as
the
the density starts near her home, and as you get farther and farther away, there are less and less.
the funny thing is Pansy I think Pansy already assumed that from the beginning.
Probably. I just wanted to make it clear to everyone else who hadn't put it together.
Mm.
And as you make your way back to the town, as you do, you come upon a strange sight. You've accidentally strayed a little too far toward the mayor's mansion, and you can make out from the tree line what appears to be scaled preservers playing war games behind the mansion and the barracks. You watch as they have pretty much destroyed the land over here. There is large craters, flaming spots of ice, and many people fighting. But they're all scaled preservers.
Okay.
And as you make your final way home, a siren sounds, and you all look up as something catches your eyes. A massive image has been splayed across the heavens. You see 5 dragonborn, one green, one blue, one white, one red, and one black, fighting Mazik. Each of them have unique weapons and unique styles of fighting. And you watch as, staring up, this combat lasts over 30 minutes. Back and forth as Mazik seems to hold each of these dragonborn at bay. Until finally one of them catches him from behind, impaling him with a large black spear. The black dragonborn holds him up as the others just begin to impale him as well with their weapons. They raise him higher and higher until they all pull away, bisecting him in half. From the town, you can hear hushed whispers as human slaves feel a sort of anguish, and as dragonborn feel a sort of nationality. The black one holds the torso of Mazik up. The rebellion is over. So says Makshak Ebonhide, holder of one part of the soul of Tiamat, Dragon Knight of the Empire. This pitiful rebellion is over. And he throws the corpse to the ground. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Oof.
How did you guys enjoy tonight's game?
That was great.
I'm
Holder
so glad
of
I showed up.
holder of what of Tiamat?
A fragment of the
Holder
soul.
of a fragment of Tiamat's soul.
That's why I was like furiously writing down like this is a long ass title, dude. God damn. I hit like a freight train now, and it makes me so happy.
You hit hard. You guys all hit hard.
That 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 fight really had me scared for a second. That like
If
almost
you
Yeah.
guys
every hit.
discover its weakness, you would have probably had a TPK on your hands.
Yeah. I figured that we would come across it somehow, but like that was getting that one hit down and then having it like outright kill our tank was like what?
So my edited form of them is much weaker than the actual Cold Light Walker,
Yeah, I
but it
looked it up.
has 2 new strengths. It has resistance to basically every damage type, and it has weakness to fire to the point where if it comes in contact with fire, its soul explodes, basically.
See, I kind of figured that from the beginning when I saw it pop out from the snow.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about earlier where we're like we don't know if fire would be effective. It's a cold thing and cold
Yeah.
things are generally resistant against fire.
Oh, hey, it's perfect.
I know, it's so cute. It's made me so happy.
I was gonna say, if you
Oh
want to
my
use
god.
it as a token for waffles, you can.
For sure.
Waffle.
All right.
Waffle.
All
I'm
right.
glad you guys did the session.
I'm going-
Unfortunately, I
I'm
know
going,
we will soon.
I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.